A Minneapolis councilman with a warning tonight about a potential hike to your property taxes.
Fox 9's Emily Pofahl is live in Minneapolis for us. And Emily, he says this tax hike could be, what, in the double digits?
Right, so Ward 3's Michael Rainville says that without changes to the way the city is spending, people could see a 13% property tax increase next year. He says that that's because the city's facing these challenges like a $30 million projected budget deficit, inflation, and also lingering impacts from Metro surge. All of these things the city is going to have to figure out before submitting its balanced budget. Rainville says that he's just trying to get a head start. There's still a bit of leeway before the levy has to be locked in and before, the budget process is complete. Why bring this up now?
Well, I want to let my constituents know I'm thinking about them. They voted for me and I represent them, and I do not want to have to go to them with that high number. This is a start.
Emily, a lot of folks have trouble with percentages. We talked about 13%. Do we have an idea of how that breaks down to the average homeowner, how much money we're talking?
Yeah, so that's a good point. If your home is assessed at $400,000, for example, you're paying just about $6,000 in property taxes right now. Tacking on 13% to that would mean an additional about $780, which would bring that total closer to $7,000.
And Emily, one last question here. How does this tax increase compare to maybe recent years? And is there an increase that Rainville finds a little better, he would say?
Yeah, so for example, last year, the city of Minneapolis saw about a 7.5% increase. Rainville says that he doesn't want to see a property tax increase higher than 4%. This is important to note, though. Mayor Frey has not actually submitted a draft of a budget yet. He hasn't submitted a proposal. That will come mid-August. Then, you guys, there's going to be back and forth. There's going to be public hearings and more information to come from different city departments. Then there won't be a finalized budget until all the way in December.
Yeah, still a ways to go in this process.
Things get batted around quite a bit. Thank you, Emily. Cleanup is